Analyst doubles down on boring utility alts like XLM and Hbar, and what's next? We'll answer those questions and cover the latest Hbar news in today's video. Welcome back to the Crypto Intel channel. If you enjoy staying up to date with everything around Hbar, please give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll never miss updates, price predictions, and market analysis. So let's dive in. An analyst best known for XRP coverage is using a secondary channel to make a blunt case for 4 other lagging large-cap altcoins, arguing that Stellar, Hedera, Quant, and XDC are quietly positioning for the next phase of institutional adoption despite brutal price action and thin retail interest. The host, who says the Crypto Crusaders channel is for everything XRP and beyond, walks through on-chain tokenization data, bear market drawdowns, and new institutional pilots to justify why he remains very bullish on all 4 assets, even as several sit near 2024 lows. XLM, XDC, and Hbar, very dull charts, quickly growing tokenization. Stellar's XLM is down heavily from recent highs and could theoretically revisit sub-10 cent levels if it repeated past 84 to 96% bear market drawdowns. He suggests the safest area to watch is around $0.155, but concedes it's anyone's guess in the short term. What matters more is the network's role in asset tokenization ahead of the DTCC going live with new infrastructure next month. After prior collaborations involving Stellar, citing tokenization dashboards, the analyst highlights roughly $2.4 billion in distributed asset value on Stellar, an 8 to 9% rise over 30 days, plus a stablecoin market cap near $309 million and 30-day stablecoin transfer volume of about $3.75 billion. He points to a long list of fiat-backed assets: Euro, Swiss franc, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, and more. As evidence, Stellar is a completely different beast of a network for financial use cases at scale. Crypto Crusader is less impressed by visible tokenized value on Hedera and XDC, calling it very lackluster on public trackers, but leans on other sources. For XDC, he cites an audit firm's findings that more than $860 million in tokenized real-world credit settle on the network, putting XDC's total tokenized value around $1.1 billion, and, by his count, roughly 6th among major chains. Both Hedera and XDC, he says, are likely underrepresented on popular dashboards. Hedera's price is down about 82 to 83% from the prior cycle top versus a 93% drawdown last cycle, which he frames as part of a broader pattern of diminished returns and diminished drops. Crypto Crusader flags ongoing corporate activity, including a June announcement with Archax on tokenized securities and real-time streaming cash flows, and notes Hedera's developer activity is now close to Ethereum's by some measures. Quant's silent consolidation and tokenized deposits hint at potential. Quant's QNT, trading in a long multi-year wedge since 2022, is described as boring but structurally bullish. Crypto Crusader believes a 10 times move from current levels is a very safe upside scenario, arguing a $9.7 billion market cap at around $650 per token is reasonable, with a more aggressive case pushing towards $60 to $100 billion, in line with Dogecoin's 2021 peak market cap. The analyst frames Quant as critical infrastructure for institutions that want to access multiple blockchains without ripping out existing systems. New products like QuantFlow are pitched as programmable money for smarter financial systems, while Fusion and Overledger aim to give banks and corporates a single integration layer to tap into networks for payments, tokenization, and other use cases. Taken together, the video sketches a familiar but still underpriced thesis. While prices for XLM, Hbar, QNT, and XDC are either stagnant or falling, on-chain tokenized value, enterprise pilots, and developer traction are quietly building in the background, conditions that could leave patient holders better positioned if institutional adoption accelerates. And today, Hbar is starting to look like one of those projects that could suddenly become the center of attention over the next few months. Why? Because the fundamentals keep improving much faster than the price is reflecting. And throughout crypto history, that kind of disconnect between real progress and market valuation has often been the spark that ignites major repricing events. As of July 1st, 2026, Hedera continues strengthening its position across several key sectors: enterprise infrastructure, real-world asset tokenization, financial institution integrations, digital identity these solutions. These are some of the fastest-growing blockchain sectors, and they're exactly where Hedera continues expanding its footprint. Over the past few weeks, investors have also been closely watching the ongoing development of Hashsphere and the continued expansion of Hedera's enterprise ecosystem. More companies are beginning to explore private network solutions that can seamlessly connect with Hedera's public infrastructure. These developments may not trigger overnight price pumps, but they continue reinforcing the long-term investment thesis behind Hbar. Now let's take a look at the technical picture. For several weeks now, Hbar has continued building a broad accumulation range. To most retail traders, it looks boring. Price isn't making explosive moves. Volume remains relatively quiet. Social media is busy chasing completely different coins. But that's often exactly what real accumulation looks like. The crowd loses interest, the market becomes quiet, and larger players slowly continue building positions. Looking at the daily chart, RSI remains comfortably inside neutral territory. The market is nowhere near overbought conditions. There's still plenty of room for a fresh bullish move if buying pressure starts increasing. MACD is also continuing its gradual recovery. After several months of bearish momentum, the indicator is beginning to flatten out. Selling pressure has weakened significantly. While this isn't full confirmation of a new bull trend just yet, the technical structure looks considerably healthier than it did just a few months ago. Now let's get to the part everyone wants to hear, the price prediction. If Hbar can successfully reclaim and hold above the 0.11 to 0.12 range, the market could receive its first major confirmation that the long accumulation phase is finally coming to an end. Under that scenario, the first realistic upside target would likely be around the 0.14 to 0.16 zone. If positive momentum continues and capital begins rotating back into infrastructure-focused altcoins, the next target could extend toward the 0.18 to 0.21 range. Under the most bullish scenario, continued enterprise adoption, accelerating real-world asset tokenization, growing institutional demand, a healthier overall crypto market, and continued ecosystem expansion. A move well beyond today's price levels during the next phase of the market cycle becomes increasingly realistic. Your plans, hopes, and expectations are for it. The best and most engaging comment will be featured in the next video. Just a reminder, friends, informational and news videos are posted on the channel every day, so you won't get bored here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you're always up to date on all the latest news. And if you liked this video, please support me with a like. Your like is my motivation. Thanks to everyone for watching, and see you next time.